Hello and welcome back to the Umbrella Academy. Today's topic is very interesting and important for understanding various stereochemical aspects of cyclohexane derivatives. In this lecture, we will learn how to draw the Newman projection of a cyclohexane chair. Before that, I would suggest you to watch this lecture on converting Newman into Fisher, Sawhorse and flying wedge projection. Let us have a quick recap by drawing the Newman projection of this acyclic molecule. Number the carbons 1 to 4. Look through the central bond between C2 and C3. This is right and this is left side of the observer. Let us mark the front carbon by red dot and back carbon by blue dot. In drawing the Newman projection, the front carbon is drawn as red dot and back carbon as blue circle. The methyl on the front carbon is pointing up, red hydrogen pointing to the right side and green hydrogen pointing to the left side. Back carbon has red hydrogen pointing to the right side and green hydrogen pointing to the left side. And methyl is pointing down. This is C4, C3, C2 and C1. This is the Newman projection. We can look at the same molecule from opposite side as well, through C3-C2 bond. This is your right and left side. Mark carbon 3 as blue dot. And carbon 2 as red dot, as done in the previous case. So, in drawing the Newman projection, front carbon is denoted by blue dot and back carbon by red circle. Methyl on front carbon is pointing down. Green hydrogen pointing to the right and red hydrogen pointing to the left side. On the back carbon, methyl is pointing up. Red hydrogen is pointing to the left and green hydrogen is pointing to the right side. Viewing the molecule from either side is fine, as long as you accurately assign the positions of all attached atoms and groups. Let us now draw a cyclohexane chair and label the carbons. Watch and listen carefully. In cyclohexane chair, 3 alternate carbons pointing up have axial up and equatorial down. Whereas 3 alternate carbons pointing down have axial down and equatorial up. C1 is up. So it has axial up equatorial down. C2 is down. So it has axial down and equatorial up. C4 is also pointing down. So its axial is down and equatorial up. C5 is up. So its axial is up and equatorial down. Draw the axial and equatorial hydrogens on these carbons. Let us now convert it into Newman projection. Look through bond between carbon 1 and 2. Mark C1 by red dot and C2 by blue color dot. Front carbon C1 is drawn as red dot. Back carbon as blue circle. Front carbon 1 has axial hydrogen pointing up. Equatorial H on left. C1 is connected to carbon 6. Carbon 2 on back side has equatorial hydrogen pointing left. Axial hydrogen pointing down. C2 is connected to C3. Now at same time, look through C5-C4 bond. Mark C5 by green dot and C4 by orange color dot. Front carbon 5 is drawn as green dot. Back carbon 4 as orange circle. Axial hydrogen on C5 is pointing up. Equatorial H is pointing right and C5 is connected to C6. On the back carbon 4, axial hydrogen is pointing down. Equatorial H pointing right. C4 is connected to C3 on left. Notice that, in the chair form, C6 marked with pink dot is on front and pointing down. In the Newman projection, you can notice, C6 on front and pointing down. C3 in the chair conformation is marked with purple dot and is on back and pointing up. In the Newman projection, you can observe C3 on back and pointing up. When this ring flips, the carbons pointing up are now pointing down and vice versa. C1 is now down. C2 up. C3 down. C4 up. C5 down. C6 up. Likewise, axial becomes equatorial and equatorial becomes axial. But, up remains up, and down remains down. That means, axial up becomes equatorial up. Equatorial up becomes axial up. Axial down becomes equatorial down and equatorial down becomes axial down. To draw the Newman projection, we can look through C1-C2 bond. Mark C1 by red dot and C2 by blue color dot. Front carbon C1 is drawn as red dot. Back carbon C2 as blue circle. Front carbon 1 has axial hydrogen pointing down. Equatorial H pointing to left. C1 is connected to carbon 6 pointing up. Carbon 2 on back side has axial hydrogen pointing up. And equatorial hydrogen pointing left. And is connected to C3. Now at same time, we look through C5-C4 bond. Mark C5 by green dot and C4 by orange color dot. Front carbon 5 is drawn as green dot. Back carbon 4 as orange circle. Axial hydrogen on C5 is pointing down. Equatorial H is pointing right and C5 is connected to C6. On the back carbon 4, axial hydrogen is pointing up. Equatorial H pointing right. C4 is connected to C3 on left. Notice that, in the chair form C6 marked with pink dot, is on front and pointing up. In the Newman projection, notice C6 on front and pointing up. C3 in the chair conformation is marked with purple dot and is on back side and pointing down. In the Newman projection, notice C3 on back side and pointing down. Let us draw the Newman projection of this molecule. Number the carbons starting from carbon-bearing hydroxyl group. We shall look through C6-C1 bond and C4-C3 bond, because C1 and C3 bear the hydroxyl group and chlorine respectively. Draw the chair form of cyclohexane. We will select these two parallel bonds, through which the observer will look at the chair form, for conversion into Newman projection. We number these as C1-C6 and C3-C4. Other two as C5 and C2. Watch and listen carefully. The substituents on wedge in planar form are to be placed pointing up in chair form, be it axial or equatorial. And the substituents on dashes in planar form are to be placed pointing down in chair form, be it axial or equatorial. The hydroxyl in planar form is shown on wedges. In our chair form, C1 is down and has equatorial up and axial down. Therefore, it is to be placed on equatorial up position. In the planar form, chlorine is on dashes. This means it is to placed on down position. In the chair form, C3 is down and has thus axial down and equatorial up. Thus chlorine is placed on axial down position. Notice that, in the planar form hydroxyl at C1 and chlorine at C3 are trans. In the chair form, trans relationship at 1-3 positions mean equatorial axial or axial equatorial. Therefore, C1 hydroxyl at equatorial and C3 chlorine at axial means their trans relationship is maintained in the chair form also. C6 and C4 have hydrogens only. Now when we look through C6-C1 bonds and C4-C3 bond, the Newman projection appears like this. Hydroxyl group at C1 takes equatorial up position. Chlorine at C3 takes axial down position. C5 is on front and pointing down. C2 is on back and pointing up. Thus, in the Newman projection, these are axial up positions and these are axial down positions. These are equatorial up positions and these are equatorial down positions. Upon ring flipping, we get this chair, so that carbons pointing down in previous chair are now pointing up in new flipped chair. And carbons pointing up in previous chair are now pointing down in new flipped chair. Thus C1, C3 and C5, which were down in previous chair are now up in new chair. Likewise, C2, C4 and C6, which were up in previous chair are now down in new chair. Moreover, groups axial in previous chair are now equatorial and those equatorial in previous chair are now axial. But, groups up in previous remain up in new flipped chair. And groups down in previous chair remain down in new flipped chair. Thus, OH on C1 was up and equatorial. In the new chair, it is up and axial. Chlorine on C3 was down and axial in previous chair. In the new chair, it is down and equatorial. To convert this into Newman projection, we can look through C6-C1 and C4-C3 bonds, which appears like this. Hydroxyl on C1 is now on axial and up. And chlorine at C3 is now on equatorial and down. C5 is now up and C2 is now down. Consider this molecule. Number the carbons starting from this carbon having hydroxyl group. Remember that this numbering is not as per any rule. You can start from anywhere. This is to keep track of carbons and substituents while converting into Newman projections. Draw a cyclohexane chair. And start numbering from here, so that C1, C6 and C3, C4 are these two parallel bonds, through which we will look for drawing Newman projection. In the planar form, C1 has hydroxyl on wedge, which means it has to be on up position. And that is equatorial here. Once you fix hydroxyl, it is easy to put other groups on different carbons. On C3 we have bromine on dashes, which means it has to be pointing down. On C3 axial is down and equatorial is up. Thus, we put it on axial. On C4, amino group is on wedges. So we put it on axial as it is up position. On C6 we have methyl on wedges. C6 has axial as up position and equatorial as down position. So we put methyl on axial up position. This way the cis-trans relationship of different groups on different carbons of cyclohexane chair is automatically ascribed. Now to draw the Newman projection, we look through C6-C1 and C4-C3 bond. The Newman projection looks like this. This front carbon is C6 and has methyl on axial up position. This back carbon is C1 and has hydroxyl on equatorial up position. This C2 is on back and up. So it is here. The front carbon of other bond is C4. It has amino group on axial up position. Back carbon is C3 which has bromine on axial down position. This C5 is on front and down. So it is here. Upon ring flipping, axial becomes equatorial and equatorial becomes axial. But up remains up and down remains down. So methyl on C6 is now on equatorial up. Hydroxyl on C1 is axial up. Bromine on C3 is equatorial down. An amino group on C4 is equatorial up position. C2 goes down and C5 goes up. Again look through C6 C1 and C4 C3 bond. The Newman projection looks like this. Methyl on C6 is now equatorial up. Hydroxyl on C1 is now axial up. Amino group on C4 is equatorial up. And bromine on C3 is equatorial down position. C5 is on front and up. C2 is on back and down. If you don't want to miss out important lectures, then subscribe and press bell icon for notifications of new lecture uploads.